The much-awaited biggest tax reform 122nd Constitution Amendment Bill, commonly known as the Goods and Services Tax Bill, has been passed by the Rajya Sabha. The legislation is aimed at bringing uniform tax regime in the country by subsuming state levies. The bill was passed by the Lok Sabha earlier. It will now go back to the lower house to incorporate amendments approved by the Rajya Sabha. The bill will also have to be approved by 50% of all state assemblies. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has hailed the passage of the Constitution Amendment Bill in GST by Rajya Sabha as a truly historic occasion and thanked leaders and members of all political parties for their support. Prime Minister has tweeted that GST will be the best example of cooperative federalism and will take India to new heights of progress. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said the government's approach was to build a larger consensus on GST and it succeeds in this. The minister added that GST implementation will facilitate uniform market in the country, empower states, increase revenues of centres and states. Dispelling opposition doubts, Jaitley said that the current GST Council will only strengthen the country's federal structure. Union Cabinet has given its approval to Motor Vehicle Amendment Bill 2016, proposing steep penalties for traffic violations. Cabinet also approved rates for spectrum usage charge for various bands for which auctions will be conducted shortly. Besides, Cabinet gave nod for amending central list of OBCs for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Among other decisions, the deadline for Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana has been extended to 10th August. Home Minister Rajnath Singh will attend the 7th meeting of SAARC Interior Ministers in Islamabad today. The two-day conference will focus on cooperation against terrorism, drug trafficking, mutual cooperation in criminal matters, implementation of the SAARC Regional Agreement, cybercrime and human trafficking. Review progress made on decisions taken at the 6th meeting in 2014 will also be done during the conference. BJP Chief Amit Shah will hold consultations with party MLAs in Gujarat today to pick Anandiben Patel's successor. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari and BJP General Secretary Saroj Pandey will also hold consultations with the MLAs as party's central observers for Gujarat Legislature Party meeting. Meanwhile, the governor has accepted the resignation tendered by Patel and asked her to continue as caretaker chief minister till alternate arrangements are made. In Katihar district of Bihar, some unidentified kidnappers kidnapped a 4-year-old girl child from school bus yesterday. The motive behind the kidnapping appears to demand ransom as the child's father is a well-off person and owns a petrol pump. Government has decided to import 30,000 million tons of pulses, including 20,000 million tons tur and 10,000 million tons urad for the buffer stock. The decision to this effect was taken in a meeting of Price Stabilization Fund. The meeting also reviewed the procurement and distribution of pulses from the buffer stock. In a breather to Sahara Chief Subrata Roy, the Supreme Court yesterday extended his parole till 16 September to enable him to deposit 300 crore rupees with market regulator SEBI. The bench, headed by Chief Justice T.S. Thakur, observed that if Subrata Roy fails to deposit the money, he will be back in Tihar jail. Minister of State for External Affairs V.K. Singh yesterday held a meeting with Saudi Arabia's Minister of Labour and Social Development and discussed all issues related to Indian workers. The minister said that the Saudi government is providing free passage to all those who want to come back to India. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will also honour the claims filed by workers against the companies which have defaulted their payments. An incident of mass stabbing at Russell Square in central London has left a woman dead and 5 others injured. A man has been arrested after the knife attack. The police statement said terrorism is one possibility being explored at this stage. There is heavy police presence in the area and the initial cordon around the crime scene has been extended. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump has insisted that his campaign is united despite reports of deep divisions in the party after he made a series of missteps. Speaking at a rally in Florida, Trump said the campaign was doing really well. US media outlets said it was in turmoil after Trump repeatedly attacked bereaved parents of a US Muslim soldier killed in Iraq. In Nepal, Maoist chief Prachand was elected as Prime Minister by lawmakers for a second time yesterday. The 61-year-old leader promised to lead the nation toward economic development and work as a bridge between communities following deadly protests over a divisive new constitution. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated Prachand over phone and assured him of full support from India. Dubai International Airport, one of the world's busiest, has reopened after suspending operations for nearly 6 hours yesterday after an Emirates passenger jet crash-landed and burst into flames. 300 people, mostly Indians, had a miraculous escape when a packed Emirates flight from Thiruvananthapuram to Dubai crash-landed and exploded on the runway in Dubai yesterday. The second test match between India and the West Indies ended in a draw as Roston Chase hit his maiden test 100 to lead the host bite back in Kingston yesterday. India leading the format series 1-0. The third test will begin on the 9th of August as Grow Islet.